Hello. All right. There were words. There was buzz like 2 or 3 weeks ago that this would be difficult. And by difficult, I mean it was said to be impossible. So, listen, man, Galaxy Heroes has been through many phases, and one of them used to be ramming your face against the wall. Oh, I got shit to do today, so I can't commit to like a fucking 8-hour stream or whatever. But we'll take a fair stab. Because let's put it this way, mods are capable of a lot of shit. And so people say things are impossible. A lot of past events were called impossible too. But you put the mods on in the right order, you find the angle, then the impossible becomes possible. So, anyway. Uh yeah. Let's just do the fucking thing. Usually I'm just gonna be spamming basic, but I am curious if we can land some. So far, we are not landing this thing. So either we need potency, of which we have like 25 base, or this is just a basic angle. Why is it possible? Don't know. First time playing it. I was just told that it could be beaten. So Shakti is a fairly annoying duelist. We can't be defeated, alright? Coruscant Commander? Yeah. I'm just gonna assume stuns are off for this. I don't think that's an incorrect assumption. Alright, we're mostly just waiting for this boy to ramp up. It appears we do not have ult charge, so there's pretty much no point in using middle unless we need heal. I also think our best chance of taking chunks off is going to be AoE into AoE. It calls the assist anyway, so it's roughly equal to a basic. Has anybody successfully landed a stun? Kind of a main question. Like, it could be a potency mod angle. Our server rate is low. Okay, she didn't have cleanse. Yeah, we need to be a little bit more careful with timing. You have. Okay, we'll have to keep that in mind. She manages to get a nightfall stack off. Okay, so we really want to be syncing up our Elvian outpost turn. So this dispels. Well, that one doesn't. But Oppo dispels. Okay. I mean, it'll help Oppo, but we care more about trying to preserve stacks on Coruscant Commander. I think this is a watch we've lost a bit of stacks, but I can try to hit it. Have a heal. Does he get a second life? We're doing good damage. Okay. Do we get offense per Nightfall Trooper stack? Or is that just on the Dedacron? Actually, I'm gonna change one thing. If we're not landing stuns. Oh, yeah. Let's grab some extra sauce. A little bit extra here, too, I think. That's, like, almost not worth it. Although Oppo does need crit chance, to be honest, but the crit chance doesn't transfer over to the clone anyway, so it's kind of not in his hands. It's a bit of extra health. It's a lot of offense loss, though. Really? Even though we gained this? But why? Percent health, percent offense. Show me. Yeah, we take that. Yeah, I think it's DC only. See, Vader is landing the healing him. Does anyone know if Keller and Beck gets the second life? Or the self-heal savior? Do we have to get through him twice? I haven't played the Lords here, so I'm asking. This is gonna have all our buttons. There's no point in using AoE here. How come? Also, I'm almost tempted to start using heal on Nightfall Trooper just to try to keep his stacks. This medley is starting to overstay its welcome. Am I crazy or is dramatic entrance not working here? But it's only on basic? Wait, can the Nightfall special not be countered? -1 stack. The thing about can't be countered. Okay, this time she is countering. I don't understand why things are happening the way they are. Alright, she just use Clunts. Her speed's way too high for that to be like a strategic factor, in my opinion. Or mostly just waiting to ramp. It feels like the biggest hurdle here is just going to be trying to keep commander stacks across waves. Like we might just need more bulk. I mean, we literally almost killed back the first try. Keep in mind that the majority of his bulk is his protection bar, which we got through. He was down to health. Yeah, I don't like how squishy we are. Like, the crit damage does transfer. We could test a few theories at once, actually. I'm just gonna test speed potency. Yeah. Because I'm curious on whether or not we can stun even if we fully build around it. So let's grab good potency secondaries. This isn't like theoretical peak, I guess, but I think that would be it. Now we're just at a random shit. I don't know. Grab something chill. That's not. Alright. That's a pretty good potency roll. If I do say so. Like, we know LV is at least landing some shit. It's really just the fact that Oppo's base is trash. Right? It's base 25. We don't know what the summons base is, but the enhanced speed might help play for the dot angle as well. The only problem is technically higher speed means more Shakti counterattacks, means more damage taken. Like, it means more ramp, but it also means more risk. I don't know. Maybe a mod puzzle could end up being trying to sync up Oppo turns against LV turns, because we're not really getting Terminator right. So, like, 1 under LV should always just be that. Like, I don't even know if we go next year. We do not. I don't think our crit immunity actually matters that much. And it's going to come back very, very frequently. We're mostly just killing her with health over time, I think. Right, look. It's gone. Oh, wait, we did land a stun. It's possible. And it's back, right? That Colo's not going to come back before, like, you're not going to be able to control that shit. It seems like not to say that it's never relevant. Like, it's a thing to keep in mind, but that's not a core strategy. She laps you too hard for that to be, like, the thing. She just cleansed, but we don't have her shit. A decent chunk off the top. Like, I'd almost rather try to save the Dispel more to, protect Nightfall Trooper by getting Retribution off at times. This isn't the stun, right? Nope. I think we need to clock off LV. Like, the problem is I don't want to go too slow. Because there are reasons why I need to take turns. But right now, the most progress that we're getting happens when everything lines up correctly. We have AoE next turn. We keep on going right before LD. Like, this is just chief indicator that there's a problem. Okay, we're gonna retreat. We're gonna hit play. We're gonna look at our first turn, and we're gonna look at everything relative. It looks pretty much the exact same. Are we getting turn meter off of anything? This is actually pretty much exactly what I would want. So how did Oppo get ahead? Alright, Oppo kit, control F turn, meter. Nothing found aside from dramatic entrance kill, which we lose by the time that they die. Shoxy doesn't have disruption. Why are we falling out of turn order? Oh, we do a what? No, it's a CX2 that has speed up. I don't understand. Oh, wait, the unique. No, but doesn't fucking matter because we already have the unique in game. All right, screw it. Let's try bulk. Let's see if we can stop shock from killing the summon as easily. Do we have any like gas mods? The problem is gas mods are going to be like high protection secondaries. Do we care about creative edge triangle? Let's just try like proper. It's proper enough. Five, 16, 15, 14. That does have offense. That has protection. Protection doesn't transfer over. Offense does. Screw it. All right. So we're slightly slower, whatever that means. Like, defense is effectively trying to buy us more turns to scale, I guess. Is the thought. Is it just weird they're not taking 30% health damage? As far as I can tell, she doesn't really threaten LV at all. Oh, wait. Doesn't LV AoE scale mastering? I think it does. %1 mastery, so 60% mastery every time we hit it. Only he has mastery. Oppo has mastery. What? Nah, it's a donated LV. The fact that LV is landing so much is crazy. Definitely healing. I mean, the bulk is not bad so far. I could really use a heal. -1 stack. I do remember there's no reason not to use AoE if I'm not specifically trying to line it up. We hit a stun with no potency. How in the fuck? We don't have any supports to stealth. The bulk does feel good. Shocker. I know. Our occurrence rate is lower than 25. I mean, I know that's biased the fuck to say, but I haven't taken enough damage to use a heal yet. Is this a heal moment? Unpunished. We're ramping. Not a heal moment. Why did I press? See, for the most part, we're stable. If we could just enter Keller and Beck with 3 stack at this sort of like state, that would feel like a pretty good starting place. Leave that boy alone, man. All right. Well, that's just free. Less free. We don't have cooldowns. Bad way of entry. Stun attempts. Farewell, sir. Fuck, man, if I just had the cooldowns already. Wonder how... Could maybe try to auto a bit of Shock T just to, like, stack. Problem is, I do think lining up certain buttons does help. We were already on fast damage. Yeah, we had dramatic entrance and nothing, like we're not doing percentile damage. Dramatic entrance just straight up isn't working. Maybe because they're boss? Is it anti-percent health? We're just not getting it? Maybe? I guess we did crit damage instead of offense, which like would maybe help against Shock T, but Shock T is not the one that we need help against. So if we're going damage, which I think might be the best route against Kelleran, we would definitely want to be on crit damage. Have some mastery. Like, she didn't counterattack there, and I don't know why. It's to my benefit that she didn't, but if I can figure out why and it's reproducible, it would help a lot. The problem is, even if we auto basic, I still want LV AoE to go off, but I don't want their first specials to go. I wouldn't really say there's like a feels good auto option here. Oh. Okay, I'm screwing up slightly. Favoring Oppo basic means that Oppo can't necessarily call Nightfall Trooper if it's going to just call LV. I should just be favoring the third special just to be guaranteed Nightfall Trooper calls so that we get a little bit better ramp. For sure, for sure. Also, this should have been well, the days did help Nightfall, but we kind of would have preferred to have healed. Although I guess that being said, we had defense man here, so I should have done basic, just because it would have been guaranteed. I don't know. I'm trying to learn. The Shakti's dead, but I used on my button. We don't want her to be dead. Why did she die so fucking easily? I must be ordering things like slightly better. But now we don't have our good shit going into Keller and back. We have all 3 stacks, which is like an absolute win. We'll have heal at least, but we won't have AoE. We want Abba to take hits. Why did we not call LV to assist on basic? I feel like some very weird bookie things are happening. I think we 100% need to be on damage for beating Keller and back. Like, we've gotten through Shock T with this stuff off. So let's just see if we can play it a little bit better and get through with what we had. In my opinion. We can maybe just keep this. But I kind of do think we want more damage. And we could hybridize, actually, yeah. Let's just try that. What were we on before? We should cherry pick. Like, this is a pretty good mod for the most part. It's like a little bit slow, but... Hmm. I'm like one good mod short of what I'm looking for. I need to work on my crit damage shots. Wait, is that real? So by crit damage, I just have no percent defense crit damage set circles. That's crazy to me. But I haven't worked on my crit damage sets in so long because I put so much work on them back in the day. I guess that's real. That's just a result of my choices. That's crazy. I was wondering why it was so hard to find. Alright, what about offense? Perhaps we try to compromise. The potency is cute, but I don't know if I trust it. Like, it's high speed, but... all of my good mods are defense sets. Why am I not surprised? Sure. That is a protection circle. Good. Get me the fuck out of here. Please don't make me restart on wave 1. Office carry 2 waves. It shouldn't. I would expect it does not. Okay, so I'm gonna keep focusing on the shit that I said. That if LV does not have defense pen, we're gonna favor like here. Let's just use the night call. Get some mastery. Retribution. LV will go next, so she will. I don't think this choice matters too terribly. Like realistically, the crit or crit avoidance is being removed isn't gonna change much traction there. Nice dodge. Top him off. No buff, so we're just gonna use the AoE. Have mastery. Of course, she does it again. You leave that boy alone. Isn't Bale an event I'd already known? For like a while now. -1 stack. Also, he only did 2500 there. I wasn't looking at his damage before, but I get the feeling that his damage is resetting when he dies. Which is maybe why some waves are taking longer than others. That should have been a heal. With any luck, Oppo being low will soak aggro. I see she immediately doesn't aggro Oppo. There she goes. What do we got? We're out only at 2 stacks. I think we just go with the immediate. Although, we should be saving that for the AoE, shouldn't we? Getting the summon assist call I don't think matters here. Or ones are off on cooldowns. Yeah, just a bad wave entry. So it's clear that some ways we're doing better than others. But I do think that there is some amount of skill expression here. Right now, my biggest issue is I'm not really like we're walking into a shot kill sequence without realizing it, and so I'm just not ready for the Keller back wave. Like the Keller back wave is a race. The Shock T wave is the opposite. It's like we need to just try to mitigate as much damage on the stacks as possible, or on the summon to save stack. Like I definitely think the defense has helped us to a degree. Let me just get a mod like this on. What then? It is a pretty good mod. Hmm. Let's just throw it back. How much time do we have? Okay. Yeah, dramatic engine just straight up doesn't work. At least the true damage aspect. I was gonna make a joke about it mentioning ships, but apparently it does not. I don't think saving cooldowns for the next wave really matters, but we're able to beat this wave anyway for doing it, so why not? Event 24 hours rewards. Wait, they refresh at 12 hours? Jesus, they're like jam packing these things then. I mean, I haven't seen what the rewards are, but I assume it's similar to the Naboo Peridia. So how many free Oppo shards is that to people? I hate you. We have no clue. Since uh but the event returns on multiple weeks, right? Is kind of what I'm saying. We dodged the true damage. I didn't even know that was a thing you could do. Yeah, it runs during the non-marquee weeks, so that's 28 shards per 2 weeks. If I hit auto and immediately land stun. I see how it is. Nah, we've landed stun on the playbook. Not shocking. It lands stun on Shakti as well. Now it's just getting personal. Fucking out. Where did that come from? Okay, he had defense spin up. We used basic, and it didn't give defense spin up to Nightfall. Why? It does suck the amount of targeting RNG that feels like it's involved here. Alright, we already know this. Let's try tier 5. I see. I never thought of it that way before. Well, I allowed to play the R9 tier. The only problem is I'm running out of time. I want to see Joe Costa, just to get a sense of what lies past. Why are we suddenly doing full dramatic entrance damage? She just, like, melted. I'm not crazy, right? That did just happen? Am I crazy or did he do more damage than the R9 tier? His true damage nuke only did a quarter. And the other one. It did it again! We already had defense spent up on LV. We used basic. It didn't come out. Yeah, this sweep is such dog shit for this specific fight. I just want to see Joe Costa. I mean, they probably designed the era battle to play with all the characters. It's just a little bit weird with this cadence that we don't have the full team available, but it's designed for it. But at the same time, it's like, so they want to run the era battle the whole time now, whereas before we got it after the team was like out. If I remember right. All right. Yeah, dramatic interest is definitely working. Subtly. That crit sequence did almost kill her. Well, technically, it did kill her. Interesting. It happened again. Lucky true damage dodge. It wouldn't surprise me if restart RNG for that alone would like solve Keller and Backwave. Like even just dodging that once might help you win. Alright, Joe Caster. Dispel crit damage up, maybe? It does not exist. She wasn't lying. Alright. Well, I did not exist. That's pretty true. Hmm. I'm trying to think. So if Jocasta aims the nuke at Oppo, like targeting RNG, maybe. but this definitely doesn't feel like it's gonna happen in the next 10 minutes. I don't know. I guess like the worst case scenario is what? It's just here to give people extra Appa shards for free. I don't know. I think I'll probably still just keep autoing and fucking with it. Why not? This stuff not really worth the effort. Four of the following rewards. I mean, it's like Gear 12, Gear 12 Plus. Three of the following rewards. Wait. There's no mod material here anymore? That fucking sucks. Wait, so this just gives all of it? Jesus. Is that better or worse? Because it used to be that you would try to just go for like double droid brain. Now it's just guaranteed droid brain, but I don't think it's worse. I think it's just different. Keep in mind, this is in addition to the assault battles. There is no assault battle. This is the replacement. This is CG's solution to the community complaining that assault battles were getting removed. Those shitty old assault battles. I think the community is moronic when it came to that shit. So the community hardened it. Naboo and Peridia were a huge opportunity for the mid-game to catch up. This is effectively just Kraken food, for the most part. Free-to-play mid-game is not going to see this shit. This shit will be out of rotation by the time that they get it farmed. People said, please stop giving us Peridia and Naboo because I don't want to miss out on 2 Zetas a month. One, they could have easily argued, hey, can we just get the Zetas and the new content? Right, but they're not replacing assault battles. This is an addition. Those old assault battles in trade for this shit is an easy trade. Literally just say, hey, can we get some Zetas in like tier 2? Boom. Like, look, man, I'm gonna get this shit. I don't technically have a horse in this race. The CG will give me this stuff. That's not the point. I don't want this stuff. I don't need this stuff. I want the mid game to be able to run shit like Naboo, like Peridia, and to be able to catch up. And the fact that the community was furious about 2 Zetas, that they are throwing away Omicrons and R9s, is like, what? Like, what? Fuck. There is no catching up. Say that to Lightspeed bundles, man. Like, what even is an early and mid game countdown? You can't make mid game players invest in 3 R9s for a 24-month payoff? Hang on while I pull up the relic player data. Let's go sort by R9. Control F. Master Qui-Gon. There's 20,000 R9 Master Qui-Gons. What the fuck are you talking about? Master Qui-Gon is for the raid. That's disingenuous. The entire format of this new shit was that you would do it. It was gonna probably hit with the raid. It was probably gonna hit with the assault battle. How is that disingenuous? That's the fucking point. It was the bang for your buck. You R9 this, you get the raid, you get the assault battle. What are you talking about? Do people who did R9 Qui-Gon for the raid just not get to do the assault battle because it's a moral difference? What are you talking about? I don't know. This feels like a one step forward that CG gave us, and then 3 steps backward by the community. Like, this is the same shit when the community asked for heroic AAT rewards to get nerfed, and CG was like, "We don't think that's a good idea." The community was like, but we insist," and they were like, "All right." I don't know. It's giving Oppo shards, I guess. It'll help catch up on the team slightly. I kind of wish at this point that I didn't upgrade Oppo. Well, did I need to for the Marquee event? I don't know. I guess for the Datacron I had to, but we didn't technically have to gear. It would have been cool to mess with tier 2. 5 stars or above. Let's try tier 3. That went down pretty fucking easy. No defense spun up. What? It gave it to himself because the LV is so weak. Hmm. I wonder if that's. Is it possible that I was just giving myself defense pen up when I was saying it was a bug that I didn't go to him? I didn't know it could give it to yourself. Also, now that I think about it, for what it's worth, imagine CX2 in this event. That amount of regen would actually help so much. It actually might. Well, I don't know if it'll help for Jocasta, but Keller and Beck should be made a decent amount easier. He tried so hard. I don't know that AoE really matters here. Let's try to save it. Yeah, see? No. Because we didn't have it. LV had it. And he's definitely not the strongest who doesn't have it. I have some. I don't know what's happening. Something weird is happening. That was kind of a nothing burger. I guess we haven't tried like low tanky, but I don't. Slow would mean less counterattacks from shock to E, so less damage taken, but it would mean less effective at raising KB. I imagine everything resets. I'm worried that she's gonna die too fast. Yeah, it's coming. My gut was correct. I am learning. Oh, almost killed him. All right, I do have to dip. Do some errands before task pod. I don't know. It wouldn't be surprised to find out that someone did beat it, right? There's true damage evasion. Well, Jocasta would be harder, right? Maybe a Jocasta does it on Oppo. Right? It's like the Radis Jin shit. But they seem more programmed to go after LVE. I don't know if making them squishy, like maybe squishy Oppo, that'd be a fucking nightmare to try to maintain stacks going into KB, but maybe it would make it like maybe they're bulkier than LV, and that's causing KB to target down LV more or something. I don't know, reaching tier 6 or reaching wave 4 of tier 6 seems feasible. It would just take a little bit of RNG help. But like we literally on the first try we almost won that race. It does feel like if my mods were like more min-maxed. Like it feels like I need a perfect storm of mods to approach what this event would ask of me. Like I want really good speed, I want really good offense, and I want really good defense. Secondaries. My mods aren't that perfectionist. We'll see. I'll keep fucking with it. I'd have to read Jocasta's skip, but it's also a major question of how many times is she throwing that nuke out. the bar is just better mods than mine. Just sell a bunch of mods. Farm challenges and sell the bad mods. The mods that I have aren't impossible. People just roll dog shit. They chase speed. Right? I farmed 3 days of defense sets. I sold the bad ones. I leveled up this one. How's it gonna end? Well, there's a 75% chance it's gonna give me what I want. I don't know how it's gonna end. Maybe it'll be a defense mod, maybe it'll be a health mod, maybe it'll be a speed mod. The problem is, I just haven't farmed damage wise that much. And it kind of shows right now. Like, that's fucking crazy, actually. I think once I'm done doing my defense hermitage, I'm actually gonna pivot over. Because look at this shit. Crit damage. This is gonna depress me. I should stop now, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Obviously, like gas and ray mods and mall mods, I have a decent amount here. Like crit damage, my highest crit damage percent defense hasn't actually been leveled up yet, but it has no percent offense as well. It's a 12 speed 2 roll. But my highest crit damage percent defense circle is a single roll. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, my highest here is a 2 roll. Big roll, but no percent offense. Yeah, I just need to do a doctrine pass on like my damage sets next after defense. This is that. This is like kind of okay. This is kind of okay, but no percent offense. Promise, but again, no percent offense. Yeah, my point exactly. Your mods get better for whatever you work on. The problem is, I just haven't worked on that shit. This is like my crown jewel mod, and it's like kind of low real health. Is defense now synergistic with damage sets? It's less about synergy, and it's more just about optimizing your impact per roll. Like, for this fight, we want these 4 stats. The summon does not get your protection, so, like, this doesn't really do anything. It gets your defense, it gets your health, it gets your offense. And it gets your speed. So our task, we want to do enough damage to race down Keller and back, but we want to have enough bulk to not let Shakti just bully the summon and cost us stacks. Which, technically speaking, losing stacks doesn't actually relate that much to the Keller and back fight. But if you die too easily, you're probably not just looking at losing 2 stacks. You're probably looking at like -3, and that will cause a loss condition against Shakti. But yeah, it's just about efficiency. It's just about mods like this. I see as nothing that appears. Alright, and even the defense here. 10% on a 4 roll is actually kind of bad. My defense sets will probably have better examples typically. Like, if we're talking what makes a god mad, these days to me, it's about roll health. Obviously, you can't control for it, you can only try. But, like, here. The speed's a bit low, but it's still doing what I want it to do, and the 3-speed difference isn't going to matter. I don't know. My perspective on mods has shifted a lot in the last year, and I'm seeing results in the defense category, but it didn't really hit me until the stream that I thought the rest of my mods were in better shape than they were, is I guess what's happening. But a lot of the time you're not really tested this harshly. Right? Like, this is a good mod for now, but if 7 ever came out, like, flat health, I guess, could be a roll, but potency is kind of dead roll here. That's why I do shit like this. Like, the true perfect ideal would be some shit like this. This has nowhere to go but up. Right? It's got a good roll health for the most part. If we ever got 7 dot, Jesus. This is like the demi mod. And I have way less. But damn it. They're not impossible to get. You just gotta do the work. You gotta resist temptation and not just speed chase. The rest is just a question of time. Not great, not terrible. Not shabby though. Healthier on this side than here. Alright, anyway. I'm gonna run some errands and then go do tasks next podcasts. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna stream this again. I'm probably just gonna do like offline runs because I don't think this is like the most engaging thing. But I will go fishing. Man, so it really is every 12-hour reset. That's fucking crazy to me. If we can solve this with CX2, just 10 droid brains every 2 weeks. Because they put out that graph that was like that 3 events would be running simultaneously. It's literally 30 droid brains every 2 weeks. There's not enough characters in the game for that to be like. We'll see. We'll see. I still think it's a travesty that this shit's not gonna last past the Kraken window, though. That's like the ultimate loss. Like, imagine if like free-to-player mid-game got access to this shit. They're the people who need this shit. Anyway, yep, I'm getting out of here. Thanks for hanging out. Peace.